What's up, everybody? Stone and Bone. It's been a minute since we've been on. Last time we was on, it was a different live show. We ended up with 10 people on all at the same time.
We
So
hanging out with y'all today. Shit,
we hanging out again. We can't do it. We like I don't want to have that many people at the same time. Okay. So look, if we invite somebody in, we gon' we gonna have you talk about your topic, say what you gotta say, but then we're gonna politely ask you to leave because I don't know. I don't want to have 10 people. So if we get so if we get somebody else during your time, like or something, and we bring
I'll
them
be right
in,
back.
that means your time, your time is up. But basically, man, the main thing that the big topic, especially in our
In our
neighborhood,
section,
in our section, our neighborhood, the big topic right now is the cancellation of the back to the dam. Okay, so now usually for August 18th or 818 day, you know, uh, it's annually some type of picnic, some type of gathering where shit, damn near all of Pacoima shows up. I can't say all of the valley because all of the valley don't show up. It's usually Pacoima thing. So it was supposed to be on the 23rd, but something happened last Saturday. I believe that was the 7th, August 7th. Something happened that you know a decision was made to cancel what what we were gonna do on August 23rd. Happened last Saturday. So we could see, you know, that it and you could see on social media and things like that. It was a big kind of an uproar. Like some people were very disappointed that it was canceled, that it had been canceled, or it had been moved. We'll say moved. We're not gonna say canceled because there are still plans for something,
the
but
event to go off.
for an event, there's still plans for an event, but more than likely it's not going to be at Hanson Dam where it usually is and where most people have it. So now, before before I go too far talking about that, I do want to say, and I have to be very careful touching this subject because it's some legal things going on that I do not want to have, any issues with. But I do want to say speedy recovery to Robert, speedy recovery to Terrence, speedy recovery to Mikey, and speedy recovery to the I don't know if it was a Latina older female or a younger female, but I heard there was another person who was affected by what went on at Hanson Dam on August 7th. So I want to say speedy recovery to all those people. We are me, Bone, both are personally affected by this. Bone is related to Robert. I've been knowing Rob. I've been knowing Robert for at least 30 years. We both watched Terrence grow up in the film wars. We know they family real good. So it's personal. It's a personal, personal on a lot of levels. You know what I mean? I didn't know Mikey so well. I just met him. I know he bought his shirt from us. Respect for that. Um, but I do want to say speedy recovery to those guys, and thank God we not saying condolences to those people's family. Thank God we not offering condolences. So with that being said, Bone, you got anything?
Man, shit crazy, homie. Real shit. Shit crazy. We got to do better, bro. Way better than this shit, man. We came in having no function in our own fucking backyard. Excuse my language for cussing, but for real, man, the shit's getting played out. We know what goes on. There's been a lot of debate on the book about our section and what's going on. We should have it there. We should not have it there. I would love to have it there, but a lot of people, if we do try to have it there, everybody ain't gonna want to go. Some do, some ain't gonna want to go. So what do we do then? You feel me? But it's fucked up, bro. We got to do better, man. Fucking got to do better, bro. It's up to us, man.
So now,
Got to get these youngsters to try to listen, man. Real shit.
but hold on,
Fucking
hold on.
tired of this bullshit.
Let's before we go down that road. Let's make sure we say it was not a gang
I
banging
ain't saying
issue.
no names. I ain't saying it like
I'm
that. I'm
not
just
saying
saying
no
in the
names
real. I'm
either.
just
I'm
saying,
just
bro.
saying
I'm just saying.
what I was
I'm just saying,
whatever.
man. We got to start talking to our we got to start talking to our
It
younger
wasn't.
people
It
though
wasn't
too,
no
bro.
youngsters. It wasn't no
I didn't
youngsters
say that
involved.
though. I know, but I ain't
It
saying there's no
wasn't no, and
youngsters.
it wasn't no gang banging issue. I want to make sure that that's first of all because I know a lot of the stuff that came out on social media, a lot of stuff that came out on the police reports and stuff like that was it was gang banging. It was a gang banging issue. We give we got the real. You getting the real from right here. We want to tell our own story. This is what this platform does. We tell our own story. It was not a gang
We ain't gonna
banging
get
issue.
into. Hey, we ain't gonna get into too much into the
We
details
can't
though.
get too
So don't
much
don't
into
expect that.
details. We can't
We ain't
get too
finna do
much
that. We
in
done
it.
we done
We're
said too
not
much
going
right
into the
now.
details. Y'all already know I'm about the culture, but without going into no details, it wasn't no gang banging issue. It wasn't no YNs. It's some might say.
It's just something that happened, bro.
You know what I'm
Point
saying?
blank. We're gonna just leave it at that.
It's
Something happened. It's
you
fucked
know
up.
it's a it turned out to be let's a mental breakdown that could have been also pushed by
Hey,
self
hey,
self medication could have been it could have been a few different issues that uh sparked what happened, you know what I mean, and you know first off what I'm glad we actually waited to get a better understanding of what happened before we came on and started even speaking about it. But because of you know different issues, the decision was made to just not have a one the back to the dam at the dam, which is sad. And it's but I do get it, you know. We don't know. It's just too many unknown factors. We don't know if the police will be looking for things up there. We don't know if like I say, it was a young lady that also had gotten injured. We don't know what
just a lot
that
of people, man. You know
that
what? It's
is.
like this though. Hey, Stone, can you hear me? Okay.
I hear you. I hear you.
They're trying to. Some want to do it at. They still think we should do it at the park, bro.
I get that. I get that. And if I don't.
It's a deep subject, man.
I don't.
Because
I
like I
don't
say,
know if you know what I mean. I can't. We. I don't think we could make that call tonight or change,
facts.
reverse things back to what it was. if somehow I'm gonna say it like this, after after getting firsthand information and after hearing a perspective that I hadn't heard, like I said, I'm glad we waited to come on because what we was first thinking, you know, turned out to not be correct. But now that we've heard, we've gotten story a little bit more insight. Um, you could see why people still feel like, man, the threat is gone, which is what, which is what
Yeah, but still,
which
did
is
they
what
say?
was said to me. You
Well,
know what I mean? Like
I know,
the situation
but
that that part is not there right now. So why not? Why can't we go back out? That was the only like
because look, homie, I'm gonna say this: is everybody gonna feel secure, bro? You know how that shit gonna be, man. You
like I
know how
said,
that be. They're gonna blame it on. Then they're gonna start throwing names. Get to blaming certain individuals, certain hood, certain certain activities. And it ain't about that. It ain't about that. It's about coming back to our town and just celebrating what we got here, man.
I'm gonna
You
say
feel
this,
me?
bro. I'm gonna say this because we was both at the balloon release for Unc, right? We was both there.
And you gonna get deep, but you gotta really word this carefully, bro. You
I'm
feel
gonna,
me?
like I said, it's not
Gotta
like
word that
I'm.
shit
Look,
carefully. but
listen, bro. This
let's
is
break it down. Fuck it.
for me. For me,
Get it raw.
it's it's
But
the
it's very
it's a cultural thing for me, bro. It's cultural. So we at the balloon release for Unc, man. Rod Jero, you know, and one thing, we know we know where we are, and most people that come from a different a
area
different
section.
neighborhood, a different area in the valley. When you come to the dam, you know where you are. You know exactly where you are. So, we had the incident. We up there for a balloon release. An individual decides to pull up and pull out. Well, he had, you could see what was in his pocket. You could see something heavy in his pocket, and he's touching on it, patting on it. You could see, and then next thing, and I'm looking, I'm watching, because I got my eyes on it because he's wearing a hat that doesn't really fit in with what's usually going on at the park. So I'm looking, and next thing I know, a rag that really don't it wasn't there, but then all of a sudden it's there, comes out. So it's like, why
Could have
would
got ugly, bro.
why would you move so disrespectfully? This man, people gotta understand. If you got a suicidal wish or you got a
A death
issue,
wish, homie, kamikaze,
a
death
death
wish, like you
wish,
said.
or you got the urge that you wanna take something down, why bring that to a park where you got kids there, you got women there, you got people that's just there to enjoy themselves? Why are you bringing your misery, your depression, your suicidal tendency, whatever that is? Why bring that to a place where people is gathering to have a good time? Like, why are you? That's kind of selfish, you know.
Right, right,
Thankfully,
right, right.
thankfully, it was cooler heads, older cats, OG cats that was able to pull this dude's coat and tell him like, come on, man. So I mean,
You really don't want that here, bro.
he still had the thing, but he put his flag up at least. Like you really gotta move that disrespectfully. Like we could see you not from around here. We could see that, but you gotta come in like that.
Right, right.
If the right people would have been there, that would have been a old Wild West scene. And it's like, man, it's women here, it's children here.
Hey, but look, let's just say this one. How can I put it in the right words? The brother that was there, he knew who he was there for. He kind of like disrespected his own family, if you want to say it like that,
He
though, bro.
did. He put
Real
everybody in.
shit.
He
He
disrespected
put everybody
everybody
in the
that was
mix.
there.
We trying to keep it, yeah, but for real, like I said, could have got ugly, man. And like we say, we lucky certain individuals wasn't there, and motherfuckers want to try to think they this and that, but you go into another neighborhood, popping that shit, and you're out of bounds. Really? It's crazy, bro.
And
That's
that
like you
and
said, I'm suicide missing.
that's the thing that we and that's and when the decision was made to cancel, that situation was also brought up. So it was, you know, of course, what we trying to do, Stone and Bone trying to do, you know, uh, other people, a lot of people may not understand what the mission is because I seen it asked. I seen on social media somebody made the no, several people the made the comment. I seen several people make the comment. Why would you want to bring your kids up there? Why would you want to bring your kids and grandkids up there? So it's a park. Aren't kids supposed to go to the park or be able to go to
It's
the
our
park?
park, man. It's just a neighborhood park where we should be able to go, bro. Real shit. But the concern, man, it was the concern,
I
man.
get
But
I get the
again,
concern.
hey, like they say, let's just say like this, bro. A lot of shit done went on at the dam, man, over years, bro. Many, many years. So ain't nothing changed. Real shit. Like they
But is
say,
that
ain't
a
shit
good
changed.
is that a good thing?
No, I
Muhammad
can't. What do you
Ali
mean? It's a
said
good thing?
Muhammad Ali
Nah,
said if you still doing the same thing 20 years,
I know, but that's
something
everywhere. That
wrong
ain't
with
just at
you.
our park. That just ain't at our park, bro.
I'm
It ain't
not
just our
saying it
park.
is. Like I said,
Okay, but
I'm
I'm just
speaking
saying in
culturally.
general.
I'm
In
speaking
general, and
culturally.
we trying to
I'm
clean it
speaking
up.
culturally. I speak culturally. I'm not looking at just our park. I'm looking at the culture. If you go to a 2-year-old birthday party, that's not the place to pull out your gun and start shooting up. If you
No
go
shit.
to a park where it's people, old grandmas maybe a pregnant lady, and that's the thing. This dude had his girl with him. You doing that and you got your girl with you. Imagine your daughter boyfriend got her at an opposition park and he pulls out a rag out his pocket. Like what type of shit is that?
Disrespect, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Point
So
blank.
so that's the
Disrespect.
risk. How do
Disrespect.
we okay? We go up to we got this thing at the park. It's A1A. Dudes, so who gonna show up?
Who's gonna show up?
I get
What
it.
you
I
mean?
get it. I get it. It's supposedly so everybody supposed to tell their kids it's a beautiful park, bro. The Hanson Dam is beautiful. You look at the scene, but your kids ain't supposed to be able to see that. That's supposedly that should be our inheritance that we there to protect. If you there with your gun, you should be there to protect that. That's why I would do is if something would have happened, hey, But we should be protecting our legacy. We should be there. And I love the way the big homie handled that shit. I love the way he handled it. Straight up.
Yeah.
Props to that dude. I told him that to his face. He know who he is. I don't want to be saying no bunch of names, but big homie handled
We
that
had some real motherfuckers to make sure shit, like
straight
you
up.
say, we had some motherfuckers there to make sure shit was gonna act right though. You know what I'm saying? We do have some there that do. We got some authority there. I can put it that way. You know, some motherfuckers that got some act right that can make a motherfucker sit down and listen, bro. But like you say, homie, oh boy came. He knew what it was, man.
He knew
He knew what it
exactly what he was
was,
doing.
and
There was no excuse for
so
that.
you know,
There's no excuse for that. So what's gonna happen? Hey, we remember last year. Last year, what happened? How did it end? Somebody pulled
come
out a
on,
gun in the parking lot.
shut it down again.
That's what shut it down last year. So now, like they say, they asking for permits and things like that at Hampshire. They want permits. So that means they want to hold somebody responsible if something go on up there.
That part.
Who's willing to be held responsible?
Hmm. See,
Let's keep it
feel you,
real.
man.
And the sad part is 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you wouldn't have seen nothing but people that look like us. Now it's only this small little section right here.
Yep.
They up there ain't having no problems. They got their booth set up. They making money. They having a good time within their community.
Key word is why we can't do that. Why we can't do that.
Man,
We need some. Want y'all come? Can anybody chime in? You know, we got 6 people in the house. I know who's in there. And we got some reputables watching us too. They checking in to see if we doing what we supposed to do. I got a phone call said they watching us. So yeah, man. But tap in, man, and speak and say something, man. We here. We here. We trying to reach out to the community. You know, we try to start to do this live thing a lot more often to get y'all feedback and see what y'all got to say. You know what I'm saying?
is it
So,
so? Is it fair that the kids can't come out and enjoy a beautiful scenery and see
bro,
the low riders and see how our community could come together and just be involved in that? It's a lot of kids, man, like me. I took the bus to school every day, so I wasn't around my community every day. On the weekends, I was at home. On the weekends, you got to get your culture. That's where they can learn their culture. That's where they can see how the men from their community react, how the women react and dress. That's when they absorbing and soaking everything up. But if we got situations where they not allowed to go. We feel unsafe about bringing our kids to the point to where the question came up more than once. Why bring your kids out? Who's a park for? Who the park for? So it is, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating because I got faith in my community, bro. I got faith that man. I got faith in my community. I love my culture. I love who I am. I love being me. I'm me around anybody I go around. I'm not, I don't turn me on and off. I don't fake or go into a different voice when I talk to other people because I have I feel I have the intelligence to speak to whoever on their level. So I'm not changing my voice or changing how I talk or how I act for nobody because I love who I am. I love my culture, man. I love it. But some of the stuff that don't make sense just really like I get really damn near depressed about the shit. It gets me like really like for real. Like come on. Who's a park for? You can't bring your kids around you and your people because for the fear that somebody inside this community may harm them, whether it be intentional or unintentional. Someone within your own community may harm your children if you bring them to the park.
Hey, brother, I got a few heads that want to come on, so they're trying to get on too. That want to speak their mind, but they're not gonna come on camera. But I got two reputables that want to holler, so they just hit me. So they're trying to come in.
Tell them to post it in the chat or something if they don't want to come on. I'll read what they say. Or if they want to come on, like I don't know how you want to do it.
Okay,
How
we
how
got
do they
somebody
want to do
on.
it?
You know what I'm saying?
Come speak your mind.
I see you for life. What's up, brother? What you got to say about what we got going on? Oh, I know what I'm about to do. Watch this.
Trying to get to the chat.
So they trying to get in, and we got a couple of people that want to try to entertain and get in here with us, people. So we trying to hold up. We trying to get that right. You know what I'm saying?
I see you for life. What's up? I know who that is. Hey, so I mean, like I say, uh, if we're gonna pass our culture down to the next generation, which is the only way our culture don't die, you have to be able to pass it down to the next generation. That's the only way it don't die. Why can't we bring them to the park around us for the fear that they may be harmed by someone in their own community? We gotta like come on. We gotta get past we gotta get past that type of that. We gotta get past that.
For
Or our
sure,
culture
for
our
sure.
culture our culture is gonna die out. It's gonna die out. And it's already, man, it's on the it's on the deathbed. Like it's sick. Our culture's sick right now. The real, you know what I mean? It's sick right now.
Okay, I'm trying to help somebody get on, so I'm gonna have him get in real quick.
The way we're looked at, the way we've been looked at for years now, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I'm talking about looking from other people, how they look at us, the other cultures. They look at our culture as that's the bottom of the barrel. So and that's really me and that's what me and Bone trying to do. We want our culture to last. We want to be able to pass down our culture to the next generation. That's why we go out trying to link with other people that look like us and show that we can come together without all that other stuff. Cause it can't keep happening. Like look at man. Look man. And look at young Dallas Jones. He's up there, man. He start at 12. He's sold out by 3. He's really up there doing what he's supposed to do. He bringing a business to Hanson Dam. He's doing it. Selling out every weekend. Everybody should be supporting that. Everybody should be making sure that he's protected and not caught up in nothing. He's 18. He got other kids with him. He's not peddling dope. He's cooking. Selling out. Other communities is going and buying his food right there at the park. We should be encouraging that. Not saying why bring the kids up there. That's the only way our culture gonna survive. So that's the frustration right now. That's the frustration right now. You know, it like I mean, other kids go to schools, different places, but they got roots right there in Pacoima. Why can't we bring our kids together in Pacoima to meet each other and see that, hey, your mama got roots here, your dad, and see. I know we talk about it to our kids, but they can't come see it.
Boy, you're on one right now, brother. I'm trying
Cause
to
you keep
help
leaving me.
everybody
I
get
gotta
in.
be. You keep
I
leaving
know,
me.
but I'm trying to get everybody to get in. I feel you, brother. Speak the truth, though. Shit, you ain't lying. Salute to Dallas too, getting this cook on out there, my
Man,
brother. I'm
Dallas,
listening
man,
to
we should
you.
all be supporting that. All be
You know what I'm
celebrating that.
saying?
That's a young man that got his getting his business on.
So yeah, real talk.
Got other kids up there with him. I'm just saying. So this is why we don't know. We you know it, like I said, they want a permit now. They want this and that. So they want somebody to be responsible for that. What's up, Seth? How you doing, man?
What's up, G? What's going on with it, bro?
Oh man, just trying to it's frustrating, man, that we had to that we had to cancel the event right there in the neighborhood, man. So we discussing it. What you got a perspective on it, man? How you what you feeling?
Oh, well, I was looking forward to it because I was gonna come out. You know what I mean? I tried to catch up with you guys last week, but you guys had left. You know what I mean? So
Oh, okay.
I saw that and I was like, oh man, I was gonna try to make it out there because I even
He
called
saw the
up.
bud. He saw the Ty Bud. Ty Bud brought everybody out, man. Ty Bud, wherever you at, you a
Shout
fucking
out,
celebrity.
shout
Because
out to
didn't
Ty
nobody,
Bud, man.
they seen us, but when they saw the Bud, motherfuckers start speaking real fast. What's up, Bud? What you want, you know? So yeah, shout out to the Ty Bud.
That was my guy. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
appreciate you for coming on here, Seth. You know, like I'm saying, you guys, I go all the way back to Seth to seventh grade at McClay Junior High School, brother.
That's
So I
that's
got
that's,
over damn near 30, 35, 40 years in with Cat, with Seth.
that's my
He a
family.
Golden Bear too. Hey, he a Golden Bear too.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Golden Bear. He played for them damn Bears.
Phantoms. You know what I mean? Yeah,
That's tight, man.
But
Yeah,
you
I was
know,
telling
back to what we was
I
talking
was,
about.
I
I'm
was,
just,
I was telling
giving,
Bone,
breaking
I
it
was
down.
one of them youngsters in the Fillmores back in the day. I used to see you come through and hang out with the dudes over there, man.
Yeah, D-Dog and Chris and them, yeah.
Yep. I remember your name and your face. I
Yeah, my
was
best friend
I was a
was
youngster, man.
Otis. Yeah, my best friend was Otis.
Right.
Rest in peace, Wizard, homie.
Yep.
Real talk.
Yep.
My best friend was
So yeah, I remember that, man. I was one, like I said, I was always a youngster sitting there absorbing, man, and soaking up what's going on around me.
Dig.
You feel
That's
me?
right, man. Y'all living, man. We lifing out here, man. We lifing, man. At least I am. I can't speak for y'all, but I'm lifing
Hey,
today,
Okay, that's
man.
the homeboy. He done got
Fred,
in. He
so I
wanted
see it.
you,
Okay, you got to
that's
take
the we
yourself
know
off
that
mute.
is.
You muted. There you go.
Dig. That's right, man. Y'all living, man. We lifing out here, man.
That's right.
Fred,
Yeah, man.
Fred,
Hey, can
you
y'all hear me?
in?
I
Yeah,
hear
there you
you.
go. We got you good now, homie.
What's up, Fred?
Hold on, he right.
Yeah, I think he going through some
He ain't
audio
fucking with that
issue.
damn car.
Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, he going through some audio issues. So yeah,
But we'll get him.
we definitely, Stone and Bone, man. We trying to change the narrative or the perspective. We trying to change the perspective
Uh,
and of how we get along and how we get together and just you know men we as men I feel like we got to be more protectors and understanding what's around us before we move emotionally and do something that could get somebody that we supposed to be protecting hurt.
okay.
So you feel me? So like if it's women and children around, it's like certain things shouldn't happen at that point. You got to hold your emotions.
Well, if it's women, children, and family members around, man, it comes a time where the big partner's got to be like, this is a no go. You feel me? It's a no go. It has to be the big ones that say it's a no go. But I get it. The youngsters today, man, they're uncontrollable. You feel me?
I
And
mean, we keep hearing like that's what we keep saying. So what's the remedy of that? Like what's the remedy to the youngsters not listening to the older cats no more? Like what is that remedy? How do we get to a point of pulling a coat or get or them respecting the older males enough to where they will slow it down if we say, "Hey man, slow it down." How do we get their attention cuz you know,
come from
both
me. Come
both
from me.
oh, go ahead. What you got? I
Come
apologize.
from me. It'd be love, man. Love and tolerance. You know what I mean? Because they coming from a place, man, that we weren't there. They place they in right now, bro. We weren't there. This is a whole different beast that we dealing with. You know, so we got to come with a little bit of compassion and a little bit of empathy for them. You know what I mean? Because they're on a whole different trip than we was. You know what I mean? You
Facts.
know, that's just coming from me. I ain't been in the streets, man, down in 30 years. You know what I mean? I'm a house nigga now, Streets Express. I'm not a street dude no more. I've been in the house for 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I keep my ear to the street. You know what I mean? I'm seeing how they moving, man. Mm-mm. That wasn't us. That wasn't us. Like I just said, that wasn't. We had our thing, but that wasn't it. Overkills and just busting, and that wasn't us, bro. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Hey,
That
Fred,
Fred,
wasn't
is
us.
your audio okay down there?
I don't know. Y'all tell me.
Oh, we can hear you good, brother.
we
If you
hear
have,
you.
because we hear you real good, homie.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's a sad thing that something that been cracking for years, man, get canceled because of foolishness, man. We got to figure out a way to get the message to the people that if you bottom line is, man, if you can't come with love, just don't come. You know what I'm saying? Let the other people that's gonna come and have fun and enjoy themselves. If you got a chip on your shoulder or you ain't feeling good or feeling right, just stay at home or something, man. Stay away from the situation, you know?
Mm,
Real shit. That's
that's
real.
easy.
That, and
It's
it,
real. It's real spit. That's real spit. But man, you know, we was all young at one
Because
time. We was all young at
in
one
order to
time.
fix it, it's sad to say it gotta go bad before it can get better because you know, when people belong, first of all, when the bullshit happen, man, it's always somebody that belong to a organization, right? It ain't no
Right.
non-affiliate. It's somebody that belong to the or a organization, so to speak. So, in order for it to work the way it out, the organization that the people belong to got to force their hand on what the repercussions going to be if you come up there acting like this, right? So this is why I say it got to go bad in order to be corrected, right? And we really don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do nothing bad to make it good.
Respect.
Just be an
Respect.
adult. All
Respect.
you got to do is be an adult, man. If you ain't got good intentions that day, if you feeling some type of way where just stay away. It's simple.
Yeah.
True.
do you guys feel?
Because like earlier, I was listening to y'all earlier before I got it the way that I got it now. And when y'all brought up, you got elderly people, grandmothers, uncles, fathers, you got kids, you got pregnant people, in between people that's just doing good, looking to have a good time. And you willing to come up there and risk all those lives or a situation for nothing, really.
Nothing. Nothing.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
It ain't worth it, man. It just in our culture,
Oh,
We
we
lost him.
yeah, we lost him. Nah,
See, that man be speaking some real.
he was speaking some real, bro.
Speak some real. Speak some real.
Like I say, I'm sitting there, cause I'm sitting right there. You seen where I was sitting, bro? I'm sitting right there, and I watched dude pull up. I watched him pull up. I watched dude pull up. I feel you, Craze. I feel you, Craze. Yeah, we not on that subject no more. I feel you,
Right.
Craze.
Right. 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 Right.
But
Right.
we on
Yeah.
but now Unks thing, that ain't an open case. So that's a cultural thing. So Unks thing, dude, when dude pulled up, I'm sitting there watching. Like I say, he get out. I see he got his girl with him, and I'm looking, and I see he fidgeting and tapping on something in his in his in his pocket. So now I'm really looking, and then he like walked behind the car, son, and came around, and now you got a flag hanging out your pocket. Like
Wow.
I'm like,
That's
bro,
Robbie.
do
I
you
see
see?
Robbie.
Do you see? Like it's not just a gangster party up here. It's like women and children and aunties and shit. Like why? Like I'm just like, wow, really? What's up, Rambo?
Yeah, that's
What up? What
Bones.
up?
Nah.
Young Bones.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
I
Yeah, we
hear
can
you.
Can
hear
y'all
you.
hear me?
I
Okay.
Yes,
hear you.
sir.
Hey, look, I wanted to tap on something that was just said a minute ago. Because y'all asked where the big homies at and all that. Dude wasn't no youngster. He wasn't no youngster.
That's what
Now
I'm
he
saying.
wasn't up there with our age, but he wasn't considered a youngster. And I think it went so fast, it wasn't really where somebody could intervene. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody expected it. Just for that particular situation, I'm talking about.
Right,
You
right,
know,
right, right, right.
wasn't he was somebody who knew it.
He's breaking up.
Yeah, you breaking up, Rambo. But yeah, is that yeah that It wasn't like I said that. It wasn't a gang banging issue and it wasn't no YNs. That was, and that's the thing, man. Like,
Damn.
if you in your 40s, you ain't no YN. Let's get that. Let's make that clear. You're
Oh
not a
shit!
YN.
Oh
If you in
shit!
your 40s, you're not a YN. So you don't get that excuse no more.
Nah, man.
By 40, you should have something that you feel responsible for, or something in your life that you don't want to risk everything over something stupid, or over something that don't make no sense, or don't make no money at all. Like, why like you 40. Most people at 40 at least got one child, got a woman, or something that's
What is
valuable, something of value that they don't just want to leave at the drop of a hat.
Dig it,
Some
dig it,
motherfuckers
dig it.
don't give a shit. You gotta remember that too. You got them out there still that don't give a shit.
I know this, but
For real, bro.
you gotta be in some type of depression, suicidal. It's something not plugged in if you 40 and you still ready to risk everything at the drop of a hat. I'm sorry. That's you should have something of value that you value by that point. Is that not
But
that's
only way, like you say, risk for the drop of a hat. It gotta be for your family only. It have to be for your family to go out and do some. But you know what? That's a whole nother thing, bro. Like they say, we trying to fix our culture. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
That's what the
talking
main thing
about.
we're
I'm
here to
not just
do.
saying in Pacoima
You know what I'm
or
saying?
in no certain hood. I'm just saying all over. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. At 40, 30, really, like, come on.
You know, man, I'm 58, man, so I ain't thinking about nothing but life. You know what I mean?
But you
I'm,
said, like
you
you
know what
said,
I'm
you've been out the way. You said you got out the way at 30 years
saying?
ago. So that's at 28.
Yeah.
Something of
So man,
value
I'm
must have,
good.
you feel me? Something of value is there to where, man, I can't just risk it all.
3 strikes. With 3 strikes, I got put on the shelf right with 3 strike ball hit. So it's like I missed it like about 6 months. So you know what I mean? That straightened up a lot too. And not just have my pops made rest in peace, you know what I mean? And
Condolence to
it's,
pops too.
yeah,
Condolence.
you know what I mean? So it's like, man, but that was my
Hey,
reason. I
hey,
can't
hey,
speak for
oh,
nobody
hey,
else.
I don't mean to cut you off. I was told, can you open up? Do we have an open? Can you open up a live chat?
It is.
I don't know.
Oh,
It is
okay,
a
okay,
live
that's
chat
all.
right
So
now.
okay, 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 we okay. It is okay. Somebody hit me. I just wanted to make sure. All
You
right, we
know,
good.
It's a live chat. Holla.
he said, holla.
Oh,
He
holla.
said, holla.
So
What's
we
up?
got
What's up,
they watching
TSP
us.
one?
So
Appreciate you.
Man. But I've been watching what you guys is doing. I've been peeking. And I was like, you know what? And I seen the bud, man. I like, hold on. I got to go see dude. You know what I mean? And I
Hey,
missed
man, I
you.
appreciate you for even coming on, man. Because
Man, hey, what
like I
is?
say, we're trying to reach, we're trying to get all around this whole valley, man. We're trying to get this shit together, bro. Because
All right.
we out here jumping on each other, beating each other up, all this so crazy shit right now, man. So
Wow.
it's fucking crazy, bro. So
Crazy, man.
this is what our little shit is about. Our little show about, bro. We trying to get this community right, man. We got a lot of people out here listening, so we want them to come in here and start talking, man. What solutions y'all got? You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, man. We need some solutions, and honestly, like I say, man, because I heard, you know, dude was there for a while, and he was mentioning, like, man, nobody listening to me, nobody is hearing me. He was in a stressful way. Like, how can we start reaching cats, man, that's really going through certain things, man, or the life is just, like, how can us older guys, reach them dudes, man. Like what is it that we missing that we got so many of our people from our culture that's ready to just throw it all away at the drop of a hat. Like like I say, dude came up there and he was ready to throw it away. Like, dude, you're gonna either get killed or you're gonna go straight to jail with how you came up here moving. And I can't say he was a YN. He looked at least 30 something.
Mm.
So it's like, why is you ready to throw it away? And you got your girl with you, so you ready to get her caught up in some ish.
Or
So
look, or hey, or could it, or is some brothers are still trying to get that rep? You know what
That's
I'm
what it is.
saying? To be,
If you that, let me cut you off, Bone. But if you that age and you out there acting like that, you ain't got it yet. You hear me?
come
You
on,
ain't got it yet. You ain't got it yet.
come on.
You still trying to get that name, man, and you ain't gonna get it. You ain't gonna get it. Not like you gonna get a name, but it ain't gonna be what you want. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
cause
saying?
man, hey,
It gonna be what
hey,
you
look,
want.
look, and look, Drew, niggas knew he was a keyway, straight up. Ain't nobody tripping that. You coming to respect your people. But the way you came, you act like you wanted a problem, bro. And it could have been that way. But
Well,
older
it's,
heads,
it's how you
older
do
heads,
things. It's how you
hey,
move.
older heads, like Stone said, older heads was there and talked some sense to the brother, man. He did listen.
he did. He put the flag up for
He
sure,
did listen.
which was
You know what I'm
like
saying?
is wild.
But like you say, it could have got ugly. The wrong motherfuckers show up,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
then
For
it's
sure, for
And
sure.
and
so.
and yeah, and after he
And then
after
look
he
again,
left, they
look, and then
did
let me
show
say
some.
this though. Well, look again. This is at the park that we all kick it at. So it happens everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But again, I would.
It
It's
do
about
it
that.
do happen everywhere. But look, we all done been at work or somewhere, and you see some crazy shit on the news, and it be black people, and everybody look at you like
Yeah, off the
For
chain.
real,
I can't
for
stand that
real,
shit.
bro.
I can't stand that shit. Like, man, I can't like me about me. What's up, Kasasi? Oh shit. There that guy go right there. What's up, man? I know you got something for us, man.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean, I
sir.
was listening to y'all, and I can't. I don't see your live chat. I tried to respond on the live chat, and there's nothing coming through.
Oh, okay. Uh Craze on there and few people Rambo was in there. Yeah, a few people was in there. I don't
On
know.
the live chat,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
Rambo
wondering.
came in here though. Rambo
He
came in
came in,
here.
but yeah, yeah.
Rambo,
Yeah,
hey.
there you
So
go
you
right
know
there.
what? There you
Rambo Pack.
go.
Yeah, a few people was in the live chat. TS2 and 1, ICU for life.
Yeah, we in there.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely a chat, man. Holla, man. Y'all talk to us.
Yeah, let me see. Live chat. No, it still didn't. I still can't get it.
Wow.
What you hear, man? Talk to us. What you got for us,
All
man?
right. Yeah, that's deep. All right, I'm here. But yeah, man. I was listening to the subject, and especially when they start talking about culture. I'm always tapped in our culture. But I just wanted to point out that you know all of us have problems, man. Every community have problems, and people having disagreements. Have always been a part, of any community. So that's not something new. But we just want to be careful that what we're talking about because that's still an open case. There's still a whole lot going on. We don't want to make that, you know, um,
Makes sense.
we don't want to get into that habit of discussing things that ain't been solved yet. So, uh, but in regards to passing down culture to children, yes, that is our responsibility. And I don't think an incident like that should run us away from our responsibilities as far as passing down not just culture, but passing down family connection and family relations, because a lot of us are related and don't even know it. And that's what's more important. It's that connection and that relatability. You know, because you can say you're from Pacoima all day long, but if you don't have any real soulful connection to it, then it's just another play. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to add to it, bro.
Nah,
Respect,
we
respect,
appreciate
respect.
you, man, and yeah. Again, me and Bone,
What's
Salute
up,
to the
Brad?
homie
our
Blue Rag.
face, our face is on the flyer. Our face is on the flyer. So we kind of had to discuss why it was canceled. I hope I walked the line the way I had in my mind to walk the line. Um, you know, it is, it is open, but yeah, and yeah, we do have to be very careful. Um, again, but I did want to make sure that because the reports that came out, oh, it's a gang bangers, a gang shooting, and all that, it was not that. So I wanted to make sure our people knew that it was not a gang shooting, and it may have been something that had to do. It may have been something that had to do with mental health, or self medicating because of mental health, or self medicating because of past trauma, things like that. And those are things that I feel culturally we got a bunch of people going through, and us as older cats now, most of us in our 50s, we got to be able to, talk. What can we do? What can we do to help these guys get through whatever this trauma, whatever this emotional uh thing, or whatever they feel that they're trying to accomplish. You 30 some, 40 some years old, and you still trying to get a reputation of being a gunslinger, or wearing the black hat, or whatever it is you want to be. Like, why is it our culture, and it's a bad look on the whole culture when this type of stuff goes on. Everybody looks at our culture in a negative way, and we already at negative 50.
Right. Then
Can I ask you a question?
I,
Uh,
I think
Kisasi and Jake, Kason, real quick. What? And I just want your perspective. What do culture mean when you say that's our culture? What is that, Kisasi?
see a culture is a set of values, traditions, language, spirituality, art, and that could be martial art, culinary art, whatever arts
All right,
passed down
hold on,
generation
hold
to
on.
generation.
Let me stop you right there because you absolutely right. Perfect answer. That's what I wanted to hear because I want to say this. One of our biggest downfalls to the young black men of today is by them incorporating the fact that gangbanging is California culture. When you tell these kids that's our culture, that's telling them that's what they're supposed to do because they're from California, and that's not true. I don't like them using gangbanging as black culture, as California culture, because like you say, culture is a way of life, right? I mean, it's like, well, you know how
It,
you put it. You put it so
it's
elegant, I can't even
art.
repeat that.
All right, let me say it again. It's art. It's language. It's tradition. It
Tradition.
could be spirituality. It could be food, but it is a set of values and principles that are passed down from generation to generation. Now, if we're
Yeah.
going to look at gangs in Los Angeles or gangs in California, and we look at when the gang started, we talking about 1968. This is something that has
Mhm.
been passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah.
The gang culture. has its own language.
Now, I understand that.
It has its own art. It has its own, all of these things that qualify as culture. It does have. It has met those qualifications.
Right.
Now, what
You're
we are
right.
talking about is the negativity that comes out of the culture, because there is positivity that comes out of the culture. It's just that we don't discuss it enough. We highlight all of the negativity than we do the positivity. Like, for example, this situation that just happened at the park. We have all of this energy to explain it away when it is no different than any other time that we've had something negative that occurred in our community. What we should be doing is highlighting the good that is coming out of there. Like he was talking about the brother that cooks there all the time. We got different type of, I got drums. I could be bringing drums there, so children can. It's what we do with the culture. It is not the negative stigma of the culture itself, but it is the people that's representing it that is misrepresenting the culture. Like I said, it is a culture by definition, but it does have a lot of negative connotations that we highlight and the media highlights. But if we was to take that same energy, make it positive, then it would no longer be classified as a gang. It would be classified.
But let me ask you this. But
it would be classified as a group.
let me ask you this. In gang life, period, you consider good? Like, what would be good culture in that? What could you speak?
You kind of went in and
Can't
out.
hear me?
I didn't.
Okay. My phone tripping. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
That sounds better.
No, I was just saying, like, what would you say? You said they just highlight the bad. What is the good in gang? Like, give me a.
The good is in what I do. I'm a youth mentor.
No,
I'm a youth mentor. I go into juvenile facilities. I go into probation facilities, and I go into high schools, and I talk to children who are in foster care. And it's because of my passion.
I understand.
Wait,
Okay,
let me finish.
there you go. Go ahead.
You can't have an opinion to a thought
Keep
until you
going,
first.
man. You ain't gotta break it down. You ain't gotta break it down. Just keep going.
All right. Well, what I was saying is, I do all of these things, and it's because of that. I do that as a gang member, because they have to have a positive something to connect to. Because the reality is, gangs is out there, and the kids I mentor, they mamas, grandmamas, and grandfathers are gang members. So they see this as an identity. So if I come along and I say, give this up, it ain't just behavior that is talking about. When we were gang banging, we was considered a disruptive group. That was it, a disruptive group. But now, today's societies, these youngsters are considering these gangs as identities that they relate to, that goes back to their grandparents. So they don't see this as something to join. They see this as something they were born into. So to be able to reach them and lead them in a positive way, you can't pull that from up under them, because the first thing that you're going to do is get pushback. And I know this because this is the work I do. They're going to push back. So what you got to do is highlight their identity and give them a positive perspective on it. Just because you're from this place doesn't mean that you have to commit these crimes. Just because you're from this neighborhood doesn't mean that you can't be a doctor, a lawyer, or any other type of academic achievements. We put that in their head. They don't have to be on street corners. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be able to tell them that. And we can't tell them that as someone that's not from them, because they're not going to listen to you. If you coming out talking about, I'm whoop de whoop and I used to be that and you can't be that, and you looking down on them, bro, it ain't nowhere in the world you're going to reach them. Think about it. I was the worst of the worst of them. And it ain't nothing you was going to tell me if you was coming to speak above my head, because I knew what that was. Even if I didn't have the vocabulary to understand what it was that you were saying to me, I understood the fact that you were speaking down on me and what it is that I was doing. So what you want to do is uplift. and encourage.
Mm.
Because there's nothing in gang culture that says that you cannot be successful lawfully. And we have to change that perception. We forget that Tookie Williams ended up getting a Nobel Peace Prize. We don't talk
Right.
about that. You see what I'm saying? But I
Yes,
do.
sir.
I talk about that, and then I let them identify with that. I tell them, identify with that part. You ain't got to identify with all of the shoot 'em up, bang, bang, and all of this crazy shit you see on TV. But you can identify with what's happening in real life. And there's a lot of brothers getting out of prison, doing these life sentences, that's doing marvelous work in the community. But they don't get half of the highlight or shine because we're too busy highlighting and shining the negative. We got people that's out there buffoons. We know they buffoons. But people today are entertained by buffoonery. And they're made self-conscious when you give them something righteous to look at. So my whole thing is, let's get back to giving them something righteous to look at. I go back into my community as one of them. I don't go back into my community as some angelic person that has risen above them.
Right.
I'm one of them. And so that's how I say that as adults, we have to go out there, man, and beat the pavement. Stop just talking about it and do it. And if you are successful and you are doing some kind of good, you got to be visible, brother. Make yourself visible so that they can see you. But if the only thing they see is fools that sit up and drink all day in the park, then what you think they're going to do? Become fools and drink all day in the park. But if you give them something successful like a Brandon Browner, bro, he's from Pacoima, he's from the Noms. A Charles White, highlight these people. You know what I'm saying? James Gordon, highlight these people. Well, we don't. We highlight.
Let me ask you this.
James. Shout out to Brother James, man.
Let me ask you this, Saucy. Do you know this brother Seth right here?
No, I don't.
Let me introduce you to him. Brother Seth grew up in the terrace. Okay. Me, Redbone, Ty Bud, Ike, etc. He from the other side, but that's like our day one right there. Between us, we never crossed no barriers, no color lines, nothing. He a good brother. Seth, that's my little homeboy. He's Saucy. You probably heard his name from back in the days. That's little Evil. That's Ernie, little protege.
I'm trying to figure out if that's Ernie or I remember Ernie, but I remember Ernie in the past, right? I never really got a good view of him, but I'm trying to figure out is that Ernie or is that the other one? How you doing,
That's
brother?
the other one. That's the younger one. But I just wanted to introduce y'all because we all sitting here. So I just wanted to introduce y'all. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to introduce you two brothers.
Salute, brother.
You know, hey, it's like
all I want to say. I didn't mean to become so loquacious, but I'm passionate about that. You know, especially to you, because that's my area. I'll let y'all do.
That's your life now. That's your life now.
Y'all do what you grown.
That's like me talking about Big Curve. I get your passion about it. You feel me? It's my life now. I get it. I totally get it.
That's right.
That's who we gotta pass pass culture down to, and they gotta understand that it's something to be protected, not something to destroy. You know what I mean? And you know, slowly but surely it's being destroyed and it's being misused and it's gonna be, man, I don't know what it by the time my grandson is my age, I don't know what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
That's evolution. That's life, man. I don't think it'll be destroyed. Stone. I think it's being misrepresented.
Yeah.
And I know that for sure. And I think that responsibility on the people that they call OGs. These OGs are the ones that are responsible for the misrepresentation now, because they didn't pass down morals and values. They didn't allow the youth that came after us to exceed further than us. they were supposed to be better than us. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of went back, bro. After I got out of prison, you know, it was nothing like when I left. Nothing, you know. So I had to accept that because it tripped me out. I know a lot of us that had done life sentences that came out, we were kind of a lot disappointed in the turnout of what we sacrificed our lives for. And but me, I wasn't going to dwell on that, you know, that disappointment. My whole thing was, how can I make a difference? You know, and where's my lane at? You know, how can I undo a lot of the stuff that I did? Because when we talk about the 80s and, you know, the destruction of our communities, I played a major role in that, you know. So, and I gotta always be mindful of that you know, there are mothers out there who mourn because of my action. To this day, there are, you know, family members who mourn because of my actions. And so does that mean that, you know, I'm supposed to become a monk or something and just disassociate from the tribe that I come from? No. What that means is I got to take accountability and responsibility. You know, I got to be accountable. And by doing that, I got to give back. I got to go. For some people, it may not be mentoring or being active in the community. For some people, giving back may be raising your own child right. You see what I'm saying? Giving back may be dealing with your sister's son, giving, you know, him some type of advice or some type of there's many of ways that we can give back. You know, it's just that we have to be conscious of it and diligent about it, you know, and know where we are. Because to be honest with you, man, there's a lot of us as grown men that suffer from arrested development. There are men that are 50 years old that is stuck at 21.
Right, 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 right,
You see what I'm saying? And
right.
and they're and then the youth are looking at their gray hair, thinking that they have wisdom, but they're not doing nothing but spewing, you know, or regurgitating trauma.
Why do you
21
think
year old trauma.
why do you think that's so prevalent in our community though? Because that's kind of what I was talking. Like that's what I was saying. Like that's why I was making it clear. Like if you 40 something, you're not a YN. Like that's basically what I was saying. What you just said. So why is that so prevalent in our community that you got guys that's like, dude, like if you look at old pictures, your grandfather by 20, he was wearing a suit and tie with a hat. You know what I'm saying? Our dads, like when they got G, they was G with gators. Like it was a whole different, like they knew they was grown. Like you was doing grown man business. Like I forgot dude named Pimp. Pimp was like, I stopped wearing tennis shoes. I had to wear hard bottoms because you don't play in hard bottoms. I was like, I heard that. So like, why is it that it's taking our people in our community, the men in our community, so long to grow up? Like, what is the issue?
Like I said, it's called arrested development. It's in the word. Arrested means it was captured. When you look at arrest, the word arrest means capture. So development, meaning your growth. And a lot of us, our growth has been captured. And it was captured by trauma, whether it was drug abuse, alcoholism, or their inability to get through whatever traumas that, you know, that they were plagued with. And that's the bottom line. And some people don't want to talk about issues. Accountability and responsibility. Shit, we don't even know what those words mean. If I ask the average adult, man, define to me what responsibility is, he gonna give me a whole speech about some stuff that he heard. You see what I'm saying? But
Nah, yeah,
the
yeah,
actual understanding of the ability to respond to any given circumstances, that's not even in their thinking.
yeah. Nah, I feel you, bro. I said like I said it earlier. Like by 30, really, I say 30 something, 40 something, you should have something in your life that you feel responsible for that you just can't up and leave at the drop of a hat. Like you
But
should feel that responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Some of us get it in
the
their
question
20s.
is,
I have
why
my
are we
first daughter.
dwelling on them? The
Mm,
question is, why are we dwelling on them? Because see, it is easier to raise youth into strong men than it is to repair broken ones.
right.
We have a lot of broken brothers, man, that we put too much energy into.
Okay.
That energy we can put into youth, man, who are in development and growth. Stop wasting time with these dudes, man, that because a lot of brothers, man, before you can even give them guidance, wisdom, or understanding, you have to first fight through their trauma and ego. And that takes too much energy. By the time I done fought through your ego and fought through your trauma and fought through your misconceptions of who you really thought you was, I'm exhausted.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't even want
Facts.
to tell you nothing else. So when I talk to youth, it's totally different.
It's
Preach,
like
brother.
peeling the onion. It's like peeling the onion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Layers, layers,
Nah, that's
layers.
hey,
Yeah.
that's the what they I remember this dude told me that. He said, "Man, once you 30, that's who you are."
Yeah.
It ain't too
Excuse
much
me.
you gonna change
I gotta
to
get
for a
on
dude
that.
once he hit 30, and that always stuck with me. When I hit 30, it was
yeah.
like, damn, but when am I doing what I'm supposed
But
to be doing?
Well, see, but that's the thing.
individual,
I don't really believe in that because I
yeah, 'cause I
think
don't
that
believe in that either.
grow until the day we die.
Mm.
You
Yeah, you
stop
can grow,
developing.
but
Yeah,
you
Because
pretty
the
much
individual told me the same thing. The individual told me the same thing. Keystone when I was on drugs. You feel me? He said,
mm,
Seth, if you gonna keep on, you 47 now. You keep on smoking. You might as well keep on smoking because you ain't gonna change. I've been clean 20 years now, bro. You feel me?
Tell him,
I've
Seth.
been clean.
Tell him,
I've been
bro.
clean
I
20
got
years now.
15.
So I don't believe.
Let him
I don't
know.
believe in that. You know what I mean? I don't believe in that. You know, that K that I said conception. I'm gonna say the word right. Perception,
yeah,
perception,
yeah,
perception of a person's life. Because when he told me that, I believed him. I felt it because I was
hmm
there, right? But look at me now.
right.
right.
Look at me now. You know
Salute,
what I mean?
salute.
That goes
Working,
back to what they used to say
working.
when
You
children
know,
were by saying, you ain't gonna
giving
be
back
nothing,
that way.
just like
Yeah,
your daddy.
yeah.
You
You're
see
gonna
what
be
I'm
just like
saying?
your daddy.
All the kids internalize that.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
be, but if you say, nah, man, you gonna grow until you become a god. You're gonna keep going. If you
You're gonna
if
keep
you
on
live
going.
from 30 to 30, you're gonna reach divinity.
Do you
Yeah.
think?
That
Do y'all
evolution.
think? Do y'all think if we would push kids when they get out of school into more trade schools, things like that, do you think that would change, like give them a sense of what they of how they could what I'm trying to say, like if they have more trades, they would be able to do things that would be improving the community. You understand what I'm saying? Is that
But when we
something
was in high
Yeah,
school, they had that. When we
they
was in
would
high school,
still
they
get
had a
yeah.
the
trade.
possibility
They took that shit
of
away.
something, providing something for the community, for their community, because they have a skill, something they know how to do.
Right. Yes, I agree
You know,
100%.
they
I
still
actually
got they still got the North Valley and the East Valley occupational centers
Oh,
for
really?
And the
Hmm.
trades
West
too.
Valley, I live right around the corner for the West Valley. Yeah, real deal, real
Okay.
deal, real
yeah, I
deal.
encourage
We just got to encourage our youth to start going because I actually went to North Valley for two things. I went for wood carving and stuff, making cabinets and stuff, and I went for auto body. Y'all know I like messing with cars. So I went for auto body and paint over at North Valley Occupational Center. As an adult, I was dropping my son off at school, and then I was going to school. You know,
Yeah,
so they
Hey,
offered welding, wood shop. I think the auto body class is deleted because they was looking for a teacher. But they got a lot of things over there now. They teach them how to build houses, framing, and all that stuff. We just got to
Wow.
start encouraging the youth to
start
go.
encouraging them to
But
do
them
that.
well,
schools
we
hey,
got
still
to
hey,
tell you
there.
but they
why.
gotta, hey, it's commitment though, bro. You know what I'm saying? They gotta commit.
Yeah,
It's really they
No,
gotta stay
yeah.
focused because
if you
when we tried that shit, we got in there and didn't stay focused, bro. That's the key
Yeah.
part. We got to keep them focused on that, man.
What
Because
what it
if
is,
we
they
would have,
just got to go to a class that they like. You know what I'm saying? They got to go just in there and then see what they like. Cause that, like I say, for me, I like cars, so I enjoyed the class. Met a lot of good people, and I just enjoyed it. So we just got to get them. And what people got to understand, North Valley and East Valley has different types of classes. Like for instance, East Valley, and it's crazy because North Valley is by us, East Valley is out there by Pierce College. They have computer classes, sewing classes. Like if you want to do interior for cars and houses and stuff, they have that out there. If you want to do like auto body, welding, construction, they have that up there off of North and East Valley, or North Valley, one of North Valley. But so we just got to get them to go check both schools out and see what they like. And now they got music production classes, I think, at some of them. Just got to get the
podcast.
kids to go. Like maybe get a rent a van, a 15 passenger van, one morning,
Mm-hmm.
throw a gang of kids in there, and just walk around the campus. You know, we can't send them on their own because they might not go for one thing, but then they might not understand constantly what they're going there for. But if we get a van and take them up there and kind of walk them around, some options, some might gravitate to it.
That's deep.
Right.
That's a good one. That's a good
And
one.
you know, if I may add, because I agree with the trade vocations 100%. Being in YA, we had to take vocation. So I was able to get 3 vocations while in the youth authority. And I was able to get a bachelor's degree from the University of Laverne in behavioral science. Now, what I tell
Wow.
you, the only thing that college taught me was how to research. That's what it taught me, how to research. Because a lot of the curriculum, I was more advanced because I was reading books that weren't even a part of the education system. You know what I'm saying? So I had information, you know, it was just different. And like I said, the only thing that it taught me was how to research. However, it also, when you get a degree so that you can work for someone else. You see what I'm saying? That's why they say get a degree and get a good job. They don't say get a degree and own your own business.
Right.
You go to vocation to own your own
Right.
business.
Right.
Now, if you want to establish your own business, go become an electrician. You go to a vocation, instead of paying 4 years college, you can pay 1 year, year and a half of electrician, and you can actually contract and start your own business.
Right.
Slap a name on the side of your car. You see what I'm saying? Or a plumber, but they don't teach vocation because they don't want to teach economic independence, skills and independence. What they want to do is educate you and then put you in a position where you're working for somebody else. Utilize your skill and your genius for someone else.
the homies say more mentors. The homies say more mentors, like you say, more mentors.
Yeah.
But like Rambo said too,
We hear you, Craig. We hear you. You see, we changed. We went to the vocation, Craig.
like Stone said earlier, you know, we got to push them into this. Okay, wrong language. Don't push them into anything. That's the thing. We got to find out what they want. And one of the things learning traditional knowledge is, as indigenous people, our responsibility to the youth was for them to tell us what their genius was, not for us to tell them what their genius are. They tell us. So if they come in and he says, look, I like building things, then we might want to put him into a trade that build things. If he likes, if he's a person that likes to draw, you might want to put him into art or architecture, you know, or something like that. Crafting, anything. But we have to find out what it is that they want to do, and then we nurture that genius instead of
they're
trying.
not dumb.
Yeah,
Because they're not dumb. Because they're not dumb, man. They far from dumb. Far from dumb. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel everything you're saying. I feel everything you're saying on that. Gotta find out what
It's
they
one of
want.
them things. If you don't know, then you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
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 Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Like for instance, we know because when we got to McClay, that whole back row was all electives. You had all the shop classes at the
Yes,
back of
sir.
McClay. If you go down
Yeah.
the hallway
No, we still gonna bring your ass
to
back in,
to the
man. You
right
did
side
good.
was all shop classes. You had
Okay.
welding, you had small gas engines, you
Street
had
class,
drafting,
all
you had
that.
all that. To the right
Hey, but
side over
Stubbs, it's
here,
hope you come
you
on
remember
in,
you
man.
had
We
all
still
the
hanging
music
out.
shops.
Cause your shit
You
was
could play the
powerful, bro.
piano,
Man, we like, come on in, man. We waiting on you.
violin,
Bring
or
your ass back
whatever.
in. Go.
Once they took that out of them schools, them kids forgot them things even exist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, I had small gas engine with Mr. Bender at McClay. I just built a whole Harley engine this morning in 7 hours from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I would be dealing with engines this far in life, but some of that is what got me going today, to still to today. And that was over 40 years ago. You
Mr.
know,
Bender.
they
Okay.
took that out of the schools, and now the kids don't know that those type of
That's
jobs or
right.
that type of trade
Tyler,
exists because they don't see it.
get paid.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we got to San Fernando, and I think can y'all hear me? Because I think I went out.
No,
Nah, we
I
can
hear
hear
I
you,
you.
Bo
hear you.
Rap. You
I hear
good.
you.
Okay, when we got to San Fernando, the only thing
Oh
They
damn.
cut him
You
out.
went out.
Yeah, he
You
must
went
That
have
out.
seen.
shit
He must have
crazy.
seen it was about to happen. He must have seen it was about to happen. So look. So the 30 somethings, they going through, trauma. They going through PTSD from just being in the neighborhoods and seeing this and that, getting bumped up by the police whenever the police want to violate them. How do we how do we get those dudes? How do we get the 30 somethings that feel they know everything already though, but they know if you talk to them, oh no, they gonna over talk you loud. They all that. Do we even like how do we man? Because I guess we already spoke on that. You already said it's
Yeah, because I was saying,
take
brother,
too much
you
energy.
asked
Like you
a
said, it
representative
take too
question
much energy.
because I already told you. You
You
talking
already
about 30 years old. I just told you about Arrested Development, brother, and the energy that it
Hey, when
takes.
I was saying
It
it, it
was
hit me.
just
I like,
brother.
we already went over that. We already been there. Okay. Yeah,
I
you're
was
right.
gonna let somebody answer that one.
Okay. Somebody, Bunchy Carter, we have programs like Second Call with Big Skip, but a lot of us take advantage of those things when we get out the system.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, much respect, Bunchy. I appreciate you. You know what? Me and Bone was just in the city, man. I don't know if y'all seen it on on
On the
Instagram.
Shaw.
We was just on the shore in the city with Ty Boy was there too. Hey, they had the
So,
blue rags and the burgundy rags all together doing a video shoot.
The
Me and
same
Bone,
gang,
Ty
bro.
Boy right
I
there,
got
brand
I
new
got the
same
background
gang.
footage.
It's
that's
So we
right.
already
got it.
something bubbling in the city, man. We need the valley. We a step late, man. We gotta figure this out, man. We gotta figure this out. Now it was crazy. We there one week, we see the blue rags, red rags, and the burgundies all together. Then the very next week, we at our park and we got a blue rag about to with a gun in his pocket, ready to risk it all. It was like what, like man, it just really was like heartbreaking. So it's like
But see, you looking at it wrong. Again, you saying that we are a step late, but you were at the event. You Bone and Ty Buck.
that we was
You
there.
were a representative of the valley. So how are we a step late when we were a part of the proceed?
We
What are
wasn't
you
there,
Hey,
talking
man.
about?
Pakwemi was there,
you
but I'm
right.
saying
Got him.
when I came home and see, you're right, you're right.
Yeah,
The,
but see,
when I came
you talking
home,
about, see, you're speaking from heartache, and I
Mm.
get it. Because what you talking about, man,
Okay.
I came home and this happened. Well, what do you think happened when they went home?
mm,
You think they went home and everything was peachy and everybody was marching like Martin Luther King? What are you thinking, brother? See, you speaking from a pain because it was close to home. It was home, and I get it.
Hey,
But I
can
think
I
that
just
we are putting too much energy into it. Too much.
hey
You see what I'm
one
saying?
thing?
No one's gone.
Right.
No one died. None of that shit, man. Why are we putting so much energy into that? Why? Because trauma is sensational. And we have a habit of feeling comfortable in our traumas.
Hey, can I say something though, brother, too, real quick? I do. Can we give a condolence out to cause you know, just brother right Bunchy Carter was speaking on second call. They lost two of their people, bro,
That's
doing trying to do what
true.
we do. So I want to condolence to the
True.
brother Big Ant. No, it was a baby Ant. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
ant.
That
That's
just
big ant.
lost his life. Cause look, I'm with a nonprofit organization too, brother. You know what I'm saying? Homies, you need those. I'm the only brother there. So I feel, and I met that brother. We was all in training. We was all in class together. So you know what I'm saying? So we out there doing it. But again, I just want to give a condolence to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? And I have a friend that I grew up with. I didn't know that was her relative. My homegirl Kimberly Braille too. I want to tell her, you know, condolence to her and her family. You know, to Big Ant, Baby Ant, whatever. You know, the homie right there. Rest in peace, brother. So I just want to say that.
Man, good looking, yes. Because I think also that goes back to the positive. We need to highlight brothers like that. You know, the brothers at Second Chance, you know, because they're out there doing the work. And like
Yeah.
I said, we put too much energy and attention to those who are doing a lot of negative, talking negative, you know,
Right.
and the people
Yeah.
that are actually out there doing the work, they don't get their flowers until they're dead. You know, so we want to make sure that we talking about what solutions and what it is that we can do. Well, we can start there, change how we think, and change the conversation. Stop putting so much energy. I mean, you got to acknowledge the negative in order to, you know, correct it. But we don't have to live there. Is what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
have to stay there. Right.
Right.
You have to stay there.
There you go. There you go. Nah.
Well,
There
y'all,
you
it's
go.
getting late, man. I got
It
to get
is.
ready.
It is. Hey,
Yeah,
you know what? This been a beautiful conversation. I feel like, we still breaking ground. I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know what I know on the 23rd, A18 day gonna be somewhere. I don't know if it's most likely gonna not gonna be at the dam because like I say, it's gonna be
Hey, but listen. Before you say that, I mean, again, that's what the biggest debate was really about. Why do we have to leave? Shouldn't we be able to still do that shit
I would.
there?
I would.
You feel what I'm saying?
See, that's part of the
So that's
that's
the
part
big
of
the
the
part. We need to really stay at home and let's do that.
I would.
well, we got
But
over a week.
Excuse the
it's your
expression, but we
program,
can.
but
So
I'm saying I would. I wouldn't allow nothing negative like that to run me away from something positive.
but
I'm I'm
we
I'm
gotta get
with
it.
I'm with Kashi. Don't let one
See,
monkey
we
stop
gotta
the
get
show.
that
You feel
big
me?
Daryl. That's why we needed more people. I ain't gonna say it like that. I get kind of upset. But you know, like you said, that's that heartache when we try to get our community to come out and represent. But a lot of people were saying that on the book anyway that we should go ahead and do it anyway. I mean, we do it in our backyard. Fuck that. We ain't gotta leave. For what, man? And again, you know, this shit goes on everywhere. We just gotta be more. It's us, it's older cats, man. We gotta do something, man. But like you say, we need to. I would like to have it out there too, bro.
Well, look,
So that's the big debate.
I'm gonna say it like
Again,
this. I'm gonna say it like this because I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know how many people. Donations
Crazy
are
Clowney.
donations are
Love you,
being asked
Craze.
for. Donations are being asked for. There is gonna be, it's a lot. It's a few things to cover. Maybe we could add security to that. Maybe we could holler at you know,
Daryl and Vicky. Oh, hey,
ho-
look, that's what we got
holler
to
at
do. We got to
you
get
know
at
what I'm
Daryl,
saying?
Daryl and
Holler at
Vicky.
the FOIs or something. Holler at it. Maybe there's some FOIs. Maybe want to come out and just have a presence, you know, or just and just see, you
You
know.
think you need them?
I don't know
Yeah,
if we do or not. I'm just saying for the comfort for the people that feel uncomfortable. Maybe if that presence is there, and I know a lot of people respect that presence. So it's like, you know,
I don't even think that's necessary, to be honest with you. I think, man, again, we're putting too much energy into something that happened. That was an isolated incident. This
Facts.
is an isolated incident that we're being too emotional about because intellect comes from two different places: intellect of the mind and intellect of the heart. And sometimes we confuse which one is which. What we think and what we feel are two different things. They're both valid, and we need them both to navigate through life. But we have to know which one we're operating from. Are we operating from intellect of the mind, or are we operating from intellect of the heart? Now, if we're operating from intellect of the heart, then you're speaking from hurt. So you got to heal first before you make that decision. It's kind of like being intoxicated. Don't make a decision if you're drunk. You know what I'm saying? So if your heart is hurting, don't make a heartfelt decision until your heart heals, and then make the decision. I'm saying give it time, and you'll find that you probably won't even need all of that stuff, bro.
Real
all right.
talk.
Well, look, like I say, we gonna go. We gonna talk to who we need to talk to. Me and Bone gonna talk to who we need to talk to, and you know we gonna figure out a decision. Like you said, a lot of people are making it very well known that they would like it to be at the dam.
That's tradition. You were just talking about culture,
That's
passing
that's
down culture.
it's
How
that's
you
tradition.
home
gonna talk
base.
about passing down culture and at the same time chopping culture up?
That's
Tradition
home
is part
base.
of
So yeah,
A
we
one
need to
A one
chime in
eight.
on this again.
That's the that A18 should be in the A18. So yeah,
Hey, so look, hey, let's continue this tomorrow, man.
we will continue
All right.
this. We
We can
Yeah.
gotta
continue this
uh,
conversation tomorrow. We want to try to pop a part two to this, y'all. So
All right. That's
again,
good. Keep me in the loop. Just keep me in the
let's
loop.
continue this and try to
I
do this again
appreciate
tomorrow
y'all
and
coming
see
on,
if we can get
man.
this
I
going
appreciate
back
y'all
on to
coming on.
A1A.
Sasha, you already
Appreciate it.
know it's always a pleasure, bro. I love when you come on.
Sure.
You bring, you take me to a different, you know what I mean? I gotta go there. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Seth, man, good
Yes,
seeing you,
sir.
bro. I remember when I was a kid, bro. I appreciate you coming on, man.
No
Everybody,
doubt. No doubt.
everybody in the chat, man. Bunchy, Craze, who else we got? Solid to the grave. Uh, you know what I'm
We had
saying?
Blue Rag
All
in here
y'all,
too,
yeah,
homie. He came in the chat.
Blue Rag, man. You gotta come on with us, man. Stamps 91331. Hey, you know what? You always you show up, man. Even on the show, you that dude, bro. Uh,
Just keep me in the loop, man. Just keep me in the loop, man. And see what I can do. You feel me?
to the
Don't worry
public,
about. Hey, you in the loop. Hey, you with us though, bro? We got you,
PS
bro.
Student
We got
One.
you.
All
Know
right.
how to get on with us now. So
All
hey,
All
right.
right,
keep the
bro.
app set. Keep it in your little thing. We got you.
I got you. Stay here with y'all. Stay safe.
All right,
All
much love,
right, for
y'all.
sure. Go.
Gone.